protective of city money. Those are two big things that concern us. Officers will be working with an undercover narcotics agent to target a known drug dealer. What we have is a Hispanic male, brown hair, brown eyes. Narcotics have dealt with them before. They have made purchases, so they can visually identify this person for us. The undercover agent will use $5,000 of the city's money to buy marijuana from the dealer. It's a lot of money, and they don't want to lose it. We may leave you, but the tactical discussions continue in the truck. I say we just post up on the forum. We're going to get a vote. Everything's been planned real well by the supervisions. And we've got a good plan in place. If something does change, we will just have to adapt. They maneuver their van into a parking lot across from the takedown location where the undercover officer waits in a black sports car. Right now, we can't find one other suspect to the right. We're approximately 50 yards from the target. The last information that we had from the undercover officer was that they were en route and that the suspect was positively gone down. After 10 minutes, the gold jag appears, and the dealer is being driven by an accomplice. Gold Jaguar just passed in front of us, so it's just okay. And he's there now. The dealer. The undercover officer. When we come back, it's time to take him down.
Dirty.
Tired of waiting in line, cash your paycheck, or pay bills? Don't do it. Go NetSpend. Does living paycheck to paycheck leave you with more month than money? It's your money. Stop waiting and stop worrying. Get it. Go NetSpend and get your paycheck benefits up to 2 days faster with free direct deposit. Waiting for the tax refund? To your NetSpend card faster. Add money and go anywhere. Buy groceries, pay bills, shop online. Visit anywhere. Debit MasterCard is accepted. And cash back on purchases. More cash back offers you receive. 10 million people who trust NetSpend as a safe, secure, and easy way to manage their money.
Ever since I joined the NetSpend community, I felt a sense of security with my money. Every transaction I make is followed up with a text message to my phone.
With NetSpend, I typically get my paycheck Wednesday when normally NetSpend helps me get my paycheck back.
You're never charged interest or late fees because this is not a credit card. Go NetSpend and your approval is guaranteed. Get a text alert after every transaction so you'll always know how much money you have. Or your balance online anytime. And even better. With a qualifying direct deposit, you'll be upgraded to the NetSpend Premier and get even more benefits at no additional cost, such as a $10 purchase cushion in case you run a little short. With NetSpend, your money is FDIC insured and covered by MasterCard Zero Liability Protection. Go NetSpend and know that you're protected now. There's no activation, no credit check, and your approval is guaranteed. And it's absolutely free to order. And you can choose your card color.
Call 1-965-6064 or visit GoNetSpend.com. That's 1-800-965-6064. Get paid faster. Go NetSpend.
Attention, retired NFL players. You and your family could be due money. A federal judge approved the plan to compensate players and families of deceased players for those diagnosed with Alzheimer's, ALS, Parkinson's, dementia, depression, memory loss, mood swings, and other neurological diseases. You pay $5 million per player. Don't wait. Call or visit NFLInjuryCenter.com to see if you qualify. Call 1-800-537-9431.
Since we
About
launched this network a year ago, our Be Safe initiative is aimed to capture most wanted fugitives and located missing children. Oftentimes it's because of tips called in from our viewers that has helped local law enforcement close these cases. Thanks for helping make your community safe. In Louisville, the SWAT team are executing a fly bust on a big-time drug dealer. The dealer is left in Jaguar and is buying 5,000 marijuana from the undercover officer who's in a black sports car. Okay. He's there now. The team said. The dealer is Easy Brad, Louisville SWAT. But his accomplice escapes the police patrol in hot pursuit. Back at the takedown location, officers also arrest the undercover agent to avoid blowing his cover. Give it a man. George him, put him in there.
The other goal that was associated with the suspect fled the scene, and we had these attempting to stop him.
After a high-speed pursuit, the gold Jaguar is cornered by local police units.
Undercover officers followed it into Carrollton, just tracking it until we could get marked units on the scene. The marked units had initiated a no-risk stop. The suspect in that vehicle did comply, and he is currently in custody.
SWAT officers seized 10 one-pound packages of marijuana.
The suspect got into the undercover officer's car. We got him, they were there with them. I would say that the narcotics officer did an excellent job, and all we did was assist them with recovering the narcotics and making sure that the city's money was safe.
Not all SWAT operations demand speed, surprise, and lots of action. Over Austin, SWAT officers face a different challenge. The Austin unit spends many hours on weapons training. They prepare for the worst, but hope it never happens. Today, Austin SWAT officers provide protection during a residential busy city.
We're getting ready. President will be arriving here for like an hour and a half from now. We're getting geared up.
SWAT's being used today primarily to supplement the presidential details assault team. Should something happen, they'll get out of the area. We will be used to deal with whatever the problem is.
Feels pretty good. This is not going to be a quick check, but it's really going to be hot. The temperature rates up 100 degrees.
Yeah, there was flags on it.
Today, President George W. Bush is visiting the Austin Emergency Operations Center at the end of the region's hurricane season.
Okay, Matt, can you advise who's in the building? So I got his coverage operations center, so we're sitting out here, just forming up the perimeter outside, waiting for his visit to conclude. Then we'll forward him to the landing zone where he'll take off the helicopter.
Bring our response team before time for the president to leave.
So they're loading up now, getting ready to head out. So yeah, they're going to jump back in. So we should be heading your way any second. See you on the door. Moving towards the old airports, we're in that part. Yeah.
Good night.
real smooth. Right now they got the whole route shut down. No traffic coming up anywhere around him. Including I-35, which is a major highway through Austin. It's pretty much the center part of Austin. Stand still right there. Yeah, you just look right at it. Yeah. There's actually the helicopters over there. You never know which one it is. Yeah, usually they have their forum, so you don't know which one's in which band.
Most small operations would be seen as a failure, nothing happened. But today, it's different.
That's how helicopters take it off, and where they go. Waiting for them to get out of the area. You should have a security real quiet road. Reward, just like we like getting the road here.
It's clear. The president is safely on his way, and his visit passes without incident, thanks to Boston SWAT. Usually, people ahead of the SWAT team. But that's about to change.
Be Safe is brought to you by the Justice Network.
Keep a few things in mind to help you from becoming a victim of identity theft. If you unexpectedly stop getting mail, it could be a sign someone has used the chains of address form to gather your information. Shred any documents that have your name, address, or account numbers. Remember, one man's trash is another thief's treasure. If you suspect identity theft, place a fraud alert on your regular force. The sooner you're proactive, the better. Be aware and be safe.
Hi, I'm Valerie Bertinelli. When you look at your face in the mirror, are you happy with what you see? There was a time when I wasn't. My skin was starting to look dull, tired, and old. But then I found the skincare system that changed all that. And today, at age 54, I love what I see in the mirror. Wouldn't you like to feel that way too? You can feel great about yourself when you begin using Meaningful Beauty Advanced.
Today is on.
So, crepey skin in its most simplest terms is a crinkly,
Meaningful Beauty can change the look of your skin. Right now, you can get Meaningful Beauty at a special low price. Normally $90. Today, you'll pay only $29.95 for 4 of Dr. Sabah's premium products. And listen to this. Order in the next 5 minutes, and Cindy will send you Dr. Sabah's latest product free. It's his all-new
Thanks for becoming a fan.
filling treatment.
Thank you.
When you use the ultra-lifting and filling treatment, your skin will look tighter, firmer, more radiant, all this in one product.
Women everywhere are raving about the results they're seeing with the Ultra Lifting and Filling Treatment. And you'll get it free if you order before time runs out. Call 1-800-372-6596. You can try 60 days. And if it doesn't completely transform your skin, just return it and get your money back. All it takes is one phone call. That's 1-800-372-6596.
You're here to buy a car. What would help is simply being able to recognize a fair price. That's impossible. Along comes a radically new way to buy a car called TrueCar. And now it is. TrueCar has pricing data on every make and model. So you have to do is search for the car you want. There it is. Now you're an expert in a minute. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. Your loved one took Xarelto or Pradax and suffered serious internal bleeding. Right now, call 99 Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now. Call 1-800-298-7734. Again, that's 1-800-298-7734. Essentials to seal. These prisoners are the ones who document the scene. Listen to their first-hand accounts from some of the greatest murders. As now you there, crime stories weekends at 4.
Many tactical operations take months to plan, but sometimes SWAT teams must respond immediately. The Austin SWAT team has been called out to a suburban neighborhood in the home of Christian Grant. He's been reported firing a shotgun in the air after a heated argument with his girlfriend. Officer Jeff Crawford, the scene.
Charles family history. The guys fired off several shots.
Despite the fact that the team is armed and ready outside his house, Grant is not the call to the negotiator.
So we can keep going with the kid here for a few more, see if we can get him going, but if not,
I'm going to try to get him back. Yes, just a division.
The SWAT team won't allow the standoff to continue much longer. They're prepared to take action. It's time for SWAT to eat.
Chris, it's on y'all. It'll be all right. Detective and other patrol officers are fixing a distraction device.
By dawn, Grant realizes he can't ignore the SWAT team any longer.
Negotiators have him on the phone now after we've been trying for about an hour to get him to talk to us. He's yelling. He finally, eventually, he complied, came on out, surrendered to us. Cleared the house. We've covered the shotgun that discharged earlier. Plus, some paraphernalia in there that we're sure we're going to seize.
Done nothing wrong. I'm a damn American. I was sleeping in my home. They were shooting shotguns outside my window to wake me up.
Pepsi.
You're wrong, people. You're going to help, but it's
Watch it. I felt like I'm under martial law, honestly. I feel like there's a military outside my front door.
But however much Grant complained, he's alive thanks to the patience and professionalism of the SWAT. Next, urban SWAT officers found out a suspected armed gang member who's dealing drugs.
Coming up on the Justice Network. What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Health, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Health, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button.
I pressed the button, and lo and behold, the emergency came within minutes. Mobile Health didn't save my life. No question about that.
It brings you relief.
So the entire family to know that you're on the go. That's if you're home. Yes, you.
I can go anywhere I want to go, even though I'm alone. Mobile help keeps me going.
It's great because it's not just confined to their house, which they feel like they have to stay at home. It gives them that freedom to go out if they can. A local ride. I recommend mobile help to anybody.
Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects faults and signals help. If you are and unable to press button, call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will receive emergency key box or plan purchase. Join the thousands of people nationwide already using mobile help.
And you know that it's safe to. Why wouldn't you tell me?
Medical alerts that only works at home. Remember, keeps you safe coast to coast. 800-930-6798 to get your free brochure and risk-free 30-day trial. That's 1-800-930-6798. Today, police has been called in to arrest suspects the narcotics unit had been targeting for months. The suspected dealer has been set up by an undercover narcotics officer, but the SWAT operation is in the hands of Rick Henderson.
It was made some 3 or 4 deliveries of an officer. Unbeknownst to him, he's showing up to make, I believe it's the 4th delivery. We've got a plan in place to take over custody. The delivery is actually not going to go. We're going to take up carry 45. They Mexican mafia ties. So we've got a good plan in place to take into custody.
The SWAT officers set up behind the gas station. They're hoping for a quick and safe resolution. But it's a busy spot, and the officers are worried about involving innocent bystanders. The undercover agent moves into position.
She is? Yes. She got the far space?
She got the radio.
He said it would be a minute.
He's close.
He got her fast.
The minutes pass, and the target is still nowhere to be seen. Suddenly, a black pickup drives past, and the team prepares for a quick strike. But it's not the suspect's car.
Same kind of pickup.
30 minutes later, and there's still no sign. The parking lot is still full of passers-by.
Transient is gone. She's away from the area.
But just as they're about to abort the operation, the suspect arrives.
Yeah, that's coming out. That's him, Kevin. Going right beside her. You know.
The pickup pulls up next to the undercover's car.
He's not out. Where's up? Hands up! All the way down, damn it! Get your hands out in front of you! Hands out in front of you! Manos arriba, manos afuera! Manos afuera, atrás, manos atrás! Manos atrás!
That job went well. We had to sit around and wait a little longer than we'd like to, probably 30, 45 minutes waiting on this suspect to show up. The suspect showed up with the intention to make a sale. We were just yards away. He seemed to pull in, executed the takedown, and it went well.
SWAT officers recover over 5 grams of cocaine. The suspect.
So all jobs are now successful because we plan for everything. And as long as you keep doing that, we'll keep being successful.
Another compelling episode of Crime Stories is up next.
Sunday, March 1st, 1998, in the city of Moncton, New Brunswick, a brutal murder has just been committed.
There were a lot of police officers who seemed to be very distraught. A lot of them had said that they had never seen anything like it.
Before this case is closed, it will open a Pandora's box that will shock not only community, but an entire country.
There's been a ton of stabbings and violent incidents to the point where it looked like there was a serial episode that was beginning to shape.
Along with police, there are those who chronicle the investigation up close, on film, on paper, and on tape. They are the public's first witnesses. Through their lens, they capture our darkest chapters of crime. April 24th, 1985. In Nova Scotia, Halifax Harbour is home to the province's two major cities, its capital, Halifax, and Dartmouth on the eastern side of the bay. On this particular Tuesday afternoon, Tucker is getting ready to move out from Dartmouth. She is excited about the prospects of landing a job at a fish processing plant on the province's west coast. Gail has sent her luggage ahead with a friend, and all she has are the clothes on her back. Her mother, Mary Lake, offers her money for the bus, but can't get it until the banks open the next day. Gail decides not to wait for the money, but to hitchhike instead. At 5 p.m. that afternoon, Gail gets into an old model car that leaves Dartmouth and her old life behind. Several days later, Mary Lake has not heard from her daughter. She notifies police to track Gail's movements across the province. Over the next few months, police identify the older model car, but it offers them no new leads. It's just one of several vehicles that stop to pick up the hitchhiking teenager. Police track Gail to the village of Nova Scotia, but here, the train ends. October 1985. 6 months after Gail Tucker's disappearance, a man walking his dog in a wooded area south of Weymouth makes a gruesome discovery: the skeletal remains of a human body. Police called to the scene also find a pile of clothes nearby. No attempt is being to bury the corpse, and decomposition as such that should have to be used to move the remains. 2 days later, the body is identified through dental and jewelry found at the scene. It is 17-year-old Gail Tucker. Forensics determines that the girl was stabbed repeatedly in the side with a single-edged blade. The police are unable to link the crime to any suspects. For Gail's family and the police, it is a dead end. But in reality, it is just the beginning. As the years pass, the murder of Gail Tucker becomes another statistic for hundreds of unsolved homicides. By 1998, police in Dartmouth have all but closed the file. They keep it open only at the insistence of the victim's mother, Mary Lake, who still believes that one day they will lay a name and a face to this terrible crime. January 1998, in the city of Moncton, it's another humid weekend. Typical New Brunswick weather for this time of year. With a population of just over 100,000, Moncton is a city most safe and secure.
Well, basically, city very fine. It's growing, and the people are industrious and hardworking. It's a small city. It has a small city mentality. Not a small town, not a big city.
In an apartment building in one quiet Moncton neighborhood, 48-year-old Joan Hicks gets her 11-year-old daughter, Nina, ready for bed. They have only been in Moncton for about 6 months. They have come from Musgrave Harbour
Newfoundland, the island province, where both spent their entire life. Like extraordinary circumstances have given Joe a chance to leave her hometown and start a new life in Moncton.
She had been helping people who were in trouble with the law in Newfoundland. One of those people was later sexual assault and sent to Rochester Penitentiary. So she was writing letters to her friend. This friend was asking her, there are other people here who would like to get letters. And this is where Aubrey Sparks comes in. Here is a man who was in prison, who murdered his wife. She started writing to him. Those letters apparently became love letters. And she decided that she wanted to move to Moncton, to be closer to him, to see if this relationship would work.
Joe's family is concerned that she is never actually
all of her family and friends must Harvard tried to talk her out of it. They even asked the RCMP to try to dissuade her from coming to Moncton.
Joe's adult daughter, Judy, is one of the concerned family members.
I didn't want her to go, but it was her decision to go to Moncton. That's all we could do.
Nina is nervous about moving to a strange new city. Before she leaves, Nina gives her a photograph of herself dressed in her Sunday best. If anything happens to me, says, post this picture so people will be afraid and bring me home.
Yes. And she go to parties, to church, to Sunday school, to play with her friends. There was no goodbye. When they got there, they called. And that was it.
For a short time, Joan and Nina live in a shelter in Moncton. During their stay, Joan befriends a young woman, 22-year-old Tammy McLean. Tammy has been having problems with her boyfriend, and she finds in Joe a compassionate heart and willingness to listen. This year helped Joan find a decent apartment. Residents can't help but like their new neighbors. Afraid, polite, and shy. Nina is in school, and it seems to fit right.
Nina called, and I asked her about school, and she let go to school, and they were into their apartment, and she seemed to be quite content.
Tammy McLean and her boyfriend are often guests at the apartment, stopping by for coffee or a game of cards. On the night of February 20th, 1998, Tammy McLean comes alone.
What we do know is that on that day, Joan Hicks got a call from her friend, Tammy McLean. Tammy was having problems with her boyfriend. She needed to get away. So Joan invited her to her apartment. Tammy was obviously distraught. They spent a lot of time talking. Joan wanted to make sure that she had a place to go, that wasn't going to be victimized or caught in a situation.
At 5 a.m., a taxi cab pulls up in front of the apartment building. As Tammy leaves the building and approaches the cab, the driver notices another woman with a man at the entranceway. As she pulls away, the driver sees them go back inside the building. If the woman in the entranceway is Joan Hicks, it is the last time anyone sees her alive.
Some missing children go years before they're found. Here's one we really need to reunite with her family. Andrea Bowman disappeared 27 years ago this month. She was only 14 years old at the time and was last seen in Holland, Michigan. This is what we believe Andrea looks like today. If you have any information about Andrea Bowman, please call 1-800-THE-LOST. A missing child should never be forgotten.
The sun used to make our outdoor deck and patio space so hot and uncomfortable, we couldn't use it.
But then we discovered the Sunsetter retractable awning. Our Sunsetter retractable awning opens and closes in just 60 seconds. It keeps our patio about 20 degrees cooler.
It instant shade, and instant protection from the sun's harmful rays.
And our sun setter costs under $700.
But now you can get your sunset for a little $499. You can call now to get a special $200 discount certificate.
We love our sun setter retractable awning, and you're going to love yours too. It transforms your outdoors from sweltering sun to shady oasis.
Call now for this free awning idea kit with great awning solutions that will let you enjoy your deck or patio much more often this summer. Plus, get this $200 discount certificate that will bring your sunset for as little as $499.
But this is a limited time offer. Call now.
Sunset retractable awnings are assembled in America and are guaranteed to last for years. And talk about extras. You can choose from motorized awnings for push-button opening and closing, or choose screened-in models for bug-free outdoor living, all for just a bit more.
No wonder Sunsetter is America's best-selling retractable awning.
Call now to get the whole Sunsetter story. You'll get this free awning idea kit with DVD plus a $200 discount certificate, and there's no obligation.
Hundreds of thousands of families own and love their Sunsetter retractable awning. We're one of them, and you should be too.
Stay cooler and enjoy your deck or patio much more often.
And do it all at $200 off if you call now.
Call now for your free idea kit with over info and our discount certificate. Life is better under a Sunsetter. Call now and save.
Call 1-800-393-1175. 1-800-393-1175.
For those who suffer with chronic pain, it's the dawn of a new day. A medical breakthrough is opening up the doors to a whole new life. Introducing Quell, advanced pain relief. Taken from you and reclaim joy in your life. Quell is 100% drug-free and FDA cleared. It's wearable pain relief. Quell uses leading-edge neurotechnology to bring widespread chronic pain relief 24 hours a day, even one sleep.
Quell is a paradigm shift in chronic pain relief. Quell relieves chronic pain like back pain, arthritis pain, nerve pain, leg and foot pain, and more. Quell stimulates sensory nerves in your upper calf. Neural pulses are carried to your brain, triggering the release of natural pain blockers that block pain signals in your body. The results are astonishing and life-changing. In a clinical trial, an incredible 81% of Quell users reported improvement in chronic pain, and 67% reported a reduction in their pain medication.
Quell was developed by Neurometrics with origins in the labs of MIT. Neurometrics has already helped over 2 million patients since 1998. Quell is easy to use. Simply strap it on your upper calf and click the button to experience relief whenever you need it. It's slim, lightweight, and discreet. You can wear it under your clothes. An easy-to-use app even gives you control over the pain relief when you need it. It's your turn to experience relief from chronic pain so you can stay active and sleep better with Quell.
After my first knee surgery, I received medication. I became addicted by really trying not to take any medications at all. I feel like I have my life back after using Quell unit.
I started suffering from a lot of pain in my feet, thought about retiring, going on disability, and it definitely improved the quality of my life.
Call or click to try Quell for 30 days for just $49.95. Act now and even your shipping is free. If you're not satisfied for any reason, simply return it. There is no risk. The sooner you act, the sooner you can get the relief you deserve. Call or click to try Quell for 30 days for just $49.95. It's time for a new beginning with Quell.
March 1st, 1998. The city of Moncton awakens to another gloomy Sunday. But on this particular morning, the New Brunswick community sits yearly shaking. In the early hours, a man named Glenn Bennett enters Moncton police station, agitated and very frightened. He tells officers that he's just witnessed a brutal murder and can do nothing to stop him. Terrified spectator on the instant, and he didn't know what to do. But as soon as he dropped the second, he went to the police report. The police then came around to find the bodies and matters were seen over. Just before 8 that night, resident to see police cars pull up outside an apartment building. As the superintendent to unlock the door, he knows he belongs to an agent. Police Joe Hicks, lying on the floor in a pool of blood. The immediately crowd stairs into the basement and began scouring the area for evidence.
it's just on the border of where it starts to go a little bit downhill. It's number 3, basement of where just the windows would look out onto the street. Police tape everywhere.
Investigators discover that Joan has been beaten and strangled, and her throat has been cut with a serrated edge knife. Her 11-year-old daughter, Nina, is missing. The bed in the bedroom has been slept in. Detectives find it empty. The bedroom closet, however, is not.
The girl in the name was hello, probably.
The scene was apparently so gruesome that there was a special psychiatric team that was brought in. They were very upset. A lot of them had said that they had never seen anything like it.
Some crime scenes I'll never forget. You have to build up a certain amount of community, otherwise you can't function. That's how that's the reality. You have to.
Police talk to Joan's neighbors. One of them recalls hearing loud voices coming from an apartment. As word gets around, resident neighborhood are known.
London is one of those towns where people really do know each other. This is a place where people still go on their doors today. So to have something like that happen in that community, it did affect everybody. It's all everybody was talking about.
Joan and Nina Hicks have only been in love a short time. Back in their hometown of Musgrave Harbor, Newfoundland, police arrive at the home of Joan's daughter Judy and 2 sons.
My grandmother was there. Tara told went to the door, and they came and they said, the house is in the driveway. It's okay. To probably just turn around. Taking out ancient and was dressing gowns. And there was television on the outside as well. They come in and they want me to sit down. And at first, you think it's, maybe they were the parents or something like that. But when I got to the line, I realized how they died. Let's just say, they had told me there was an eyewitness.
The police tell Judy that a man named Cole Bennett was a horrified spectator at her mother's home the night of the murders.
And I said he
Police converge on a 2-story apartment in another part of Moncton. Not long after discovering the bodies, it is the residence of 22-year-old Tammy McLean. At the moment, police are more interested in her boyfriend.
I learned that he was a friend of ours, and he would go very hands from him, and they were very close to that, and they play cards or talking against him.
According to the Bennett, the man responsible for the murders is 34-year-old Mike Gray.
It was an eyewitness. He would have not only bravely walked away.
Police arrested Gray from his friend's apartment building. He is then held custody and brought to Moncton's provincial courthouse for arraignment.
The first time I heard the name Michael Gray was when I had called the RCMP communication person as we were calling every hour. And he said, we have a suspect. Yes, who are transporting them back and forth how they feel about the person and their level of guilt by how far they park away from the door. Because the media is waiting for their cameras to get a picture. When they showed up with Michael Wayne Gray, they parked a long ways away from the door. So we did get shots of him and being let in upstairs. Average looking guy, head somewhat down, but he wasn't trying to hide. He knew that he was going to do the walk, and he did the walk.
They were pretty sure that this was Jermaine, and didn't want any of that family to go through.
The courts must now find out why these terrible murders happened in the first place. They look for answers in the mind of 34-year-old Michael Wayne Gray, but no one is prepared for what they are about to learn.
The U.S. Marshals have asked for your help in finding a fugitive. Robert Lee King is for the murder of his friend and the attempted murder of her daughter. Placed in Memphis, Tennessee in 2005. Since then, King's been on the run. $25,000 reward is offered for any information leading directly to King's arrest. Call the U.S. Marshals at 1-800-336-0102.
Stress does not begin to cover it, okay? My job is driving me crazy. I just need some time for me.
With the creators of Colorama comes the Magic Path, a very special coloring keepsake. With another page and touch of color, you'll begin a magical journey from exotic jungles to breathtaking landscapes. Along the way, you'll encounter majestic animals, soaring birds, stunning sea creatures, and mystic fairies. When you follow the Magic Path, you'll take your imagination on an unforgettable trip. Then journey under the sea on an underwater adventure with magical twists around every corner. The Magic Path is a relaxing escape you can enjoy without ever leaving your home. And each page is bound on acid-free paper, so your artwork will last a lifetime.
The Magic Path is so special. The designs are amazing, and this is something I will treasure always.
My wife got this Magic Path book. Now the whole family. She's got us all do it.
It's like I rediscovered coloring, and it's awesome. It just takes all the stress away. It's relaxing.
Order now to get the Magic Path coloring book for only $12.99. We'll also include our 2-in-1 color pencil set, including our magical gold and silver pencil. Absolutely free. Don't wait. Every order placed today will also include Pocket Magic Path, your on-the-go coloring companion. Free is our special gift to you. And find out about our incredibly low price on our deluxe 51-piece color kit. From watercolors to markers, it contains everything you need. You get it all. The Magic Path Keepsake Coloring Book, the 2-in-1 colored pencil set, Pocket Magic Path, and exclusive pricing on our 51-piece color kit for only $12.99. Order now.
Call 1-800-835-0186 to get your special offer Magic Path book. Call now or go to magicpathbook.com. So call 1-800-835-0186. That's 1-800-835-0186. This number is not available in any store. Call or click now.
Attention, catheter patients on Medicare. I use catheters. And if you do too, please listen carefully to this life-changing breakthrough. There's a new catheter that's nearly painless, and you can get a free sample by calling this number now.
Tract infections have been avoided by many of my patients. These new disposable catheters are nearly painless. It's an incredible design that enables you to feel the items are polished so they glide smoothly and effortlessly across your skin. The old catheters would scrape and cut, causing pain and infection.
These new catheters are totally different, so smooth and nearly painless. They changed my life.
Call now and get a free sample. Medicare and your insurance will pay for up to 200 of these catheters per month, all at little or no cost to you. Medical Direct Club handles all the paperwork with your doctor.
Call now at 800-242-0369. 800-242-0369. March 1998. The city of Moncton, New Brunswick has been rocked by a terrible double homicide. The victims, Joe Hicks and her daughter Nina, are laid to rest in their hometown of Musgrave Harbor, Newfoundland. His friends place a blanket on her casket, and her classmates with a special tribute to say goodbye.
Musgrave Harbor is a very small place, and everybody knows everybody. And it's very traumatized. But how are you to this? After me, kill a child and
I think normally varieties that develop these tendencies when they are Michael Wayne McRae's criminal record comes up scrutiny as among detectives investigating previous convictions. Michael Wayne McRae spends much of his childhood in homes and reform school. In his early teens, he is kicked out of his father's home and begins drifting from one city to the next. As an adult, he is in and out of jail, mostly for robbery and other property offenses. Early in his career, he commits one of those crimes 140 kilometers from Moncton, in the city of St. John, New Brunswick. November 1987. In St. John, a taxi driver working the night shift stops to pick up three men.
In the late 80s, St. John was a very much an industrial city, and our investigators certainly investigated a lot more crime than they would do today. Essentially what happened, three people got together, cognitive plans around a taxi driver.
One of the men, Mark Daniel Gibbons, sits in the front seat beside the taxi driver, while his two accomplices, Norman Ward and Michael Wayne McRae, get in the back.
When they got to the location, he informed the taxi driver that his normal driving day, he was being robbed. He made a motion to go into his pocket, but Mark Gibbons had a knife and was able to stab the taxi driver. At the scene, he ran away.
Police arrive at the scene and begin searching for the three suspects. The first one they find is Mark Gibbons. It is too late for arrest.
He is his purpose in St. John, and he's found actually by Gibbons. Theory that he had expired.
Investigators quickly establish the cause of death, a single stab wound just below the heart.
The wound actually was just below just under the heart. He was also known for that.
In a matter of minutes, a botched robbery has become a bizarre murder with no clear motive. The next day, it turns even more unusual when the murdered man's accomplices call police themselves.
Today, we got a phone call to the police station wanting to know if we knew the whereabouts. We heard from Mark Gibbons. Well, that got me at first, and we were very intrigued by the phone call. We traced the phone call back to the Main Street apartment. Our officers arrived there, so we told them to leave the back door running.
Police arrest Morgan's accomplices in a taxi cab robbery, who are now also murder suspects. At this point, McRae's had a few run-ins with the law, mainly for breaking and entering. Norman Warren has a long record of violent crime, including the murder of a cab driver, which he served 17 years in prison. McRae told that Warren sued Mark Gibbons for botching the robbery. Comments made by the girlfriends of the three men, police are confident that they have their
The investigators basically females that were in the apartment, and they sort of sided with the position that Warren, that was probably the murder. And Warren was in charge of the homicide. Went through trial and found guilty.
Detectives are shocked by the decision. They must be satisfied that Warren behind bars. Ray also receives a 5-year sentence for his robbery.
Are you frustrated with your weight? Your closet full of clothes that just don't fit? Are you tired of starving yourself to lose just to gain them back? Now there's Get Fit Perfect Portion. This simple way melt the pounds? In just 3 weeks, you'll lose weight and shrink inches off your waist. Guaranteed. The secret is the unique portion control containers. Based on your weight loss goal, you get a set number of containers each day. Just filled with the food you love. Fresh and crisp vegetables. Refreshing foods. Satisfying carbs. Power-packed proteins. Healthy fats. And seeds and dressings. When you're out of containers, you're done eating for the day. It's that easy. Combine a few containers for delicious, satisfying meals. Prepare a delicious breakfast, tasty lunch, and savory dinner. No diet, no starving, no fasting. See amazing results in just 3 weeks with a perfect portion system. I thought I was eating healthy, but I was eating too much. Perfect portions really helps me. I take the containers every day to work, and I never overeat.
You don't have time to go to the gym or money for a diet system. Now I can lose weight with my new Perfect Portions program.
It fits just the right amount that you need to eat, and once you've eaten that, you realize that's enough. That's enough food. Best of all, they're microwave safe, BPA free, and dishwasher safe. Don't spend a fortune on coffee. Programs that don't work. Now, results in just 3 weeks. The Perfect Portion System with 7 simple portion control containers and gourmet recipe guide for $10. But wait, call right now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay for handling. That's 2 complete portions for $10. Call or click now.
You were call 1-800-641-0716 or visit perfectportions.com for just $10 and we'll double the offer. Call 1-800-641-0716 or log on to myperfectportions.com. Don't delay. Order now.
I woke up at night wondering and worrying what to do. It was so stressful. I just didn't have the answers. I felt stuck. I remembered seeing the California Psychics commercial, and I decided to call. Our gifted psychics have helped millions of people. We're so sure we can help you. We guarantee that if it's not the best reading you've ever had, it's free. And if you call right now, it's just $1 a minute. When Mary called, I sensed her suffering and stress. And as we talked, I felt like she really knew me. She gave me advice and answers, and I finally felt unstuck. If it's not the best reading you've ever had, it's free. And if you call right now, it's just $1 a minute. I used my psychic's advice, and things are definitely looking up. California Psychics, the nation's premier psychic network. It's just $1 a minute. So call now.
1998. Lawyer Michael Maxwell must now defend Michael McRae for the murder of Joe Nina Hicks. As the trial date approaches, word circulates that may not have been Michael McRae's victims. The source, May himself.
At some point in prison, as Michael McRae was being interviewed, he made a plea with those officers. We found that he had confessed to killing 2 gay men in Montreal.
During the time in question, Montreal police are pulled by a string of violent stabbing deaths in the homosexual community. Over a 12-month period, 6 men had been murdered. In Montreal's gay village, there is growing concern. In May 1991, local gay activists hold a meeting demanding that police review the details of what they fear is a serial killer stalking homosexuals in Montreal. That fear is compounding unsolved murders of gay men that fall, both stabbed to death while making late-night cries and words. Pierre Sangala, director of the major crime section of the Montreal Urban Community Police, orders the files to be pulled for the first 6 killings. By the end of 1993, intensive police investigations conclude that while there are different links between some of the killings, they are not the work of just one person. We could be talking about serial killers, or we could be talking about the investigation does little to relay the years of the city's gay community. Between 1989 to 1996, the 21 gay men are murdered in Montreal. By the fall of 1997, 6 of those murders are still solved. At the
time of his confession in 1999, there is no evidence to suggest that McRae had any role in the killings. In fact, he had been eliminated as a suspect since he had been incarcerated at Quebec's Mala Casa prison at the time. But then, McRae reveals how, released on a 3-day pass on Good Friday, March 29, 1991, he travels to Montreal and makes a required visit to a halfway house in the city's north end. The next day, March 30th, McRae goes to Montreal's gay village and meets recently retired high school teacher Robert Clay in a bar. They enjoy a few drinks and talk hockey until Robert invites McRae back to his apartment. At Robert's apartment, the two men have a few more drinks and watch television until McRae falls asleep on Robert's couch. When McRae is at 6 on Easter Sunday, he hears Robert getting dressed in his bedroom and grabs a knife from the kitchen. He orders the retired school teacher to lie down on the floor, but Robert just laughs at him. McRae strikes him on the head with a lamp, then stabs him repeatedly in the chest and the throat. He leaves the apartment with a bottle of liquor, but leaves the victim's wallet and credit cards behind. It will be a week before Robert Asselay's body is found, but the story doesn't end there. 24 hours after killing Robert Asselay, McRae is already stalking his next victim. He returns to the gay village and meets unemployed salesman Gaetan Etier. Gaetan invites McRae back to his small bachelor apartment to share a bottle of wine and work again. McRae tells police that after turning down an advance from Gaetan, he watches him pass out on a fold-out bed and continues to watch him for the rest of the night. The next morning, McRae walks over to the bed and smashes a beer bottle against Gaetan Etier's head and attacks him with a knife. Gaetan's back to try to get to the phone, but McRae cuts the line. When Gaetan is dead, McRae leaves the apartment with the bottle of wine the two men were supposed to share the night before. He then leaves Montreal, breaking the conditions of his 3-day pass. McRae gets arrested later that month and is returned back to jail. In his confession, McRae reveals details that only the killer could know, such as the and the kind of phone line, old magnets and the It is a stunning confession. However, it will not be the last.
Be Safe is brought to you by the Justice Network.
Self-defense classes offer a number of benefits for people of all ages. There are a variety of self-defense techniques, so do your research to find a style that fits you. You should learn the basics of how to quickly disable an attack so that you can safely escape by taking advantage of time and space to make a quick build. Self-defense training helps you learn to be more aware of your surroundings and be prepared for the unexpected. Be aware and be safe.
Really into this car. I don't know if I'm getting a good deal. TrueCar knows exactly how much people have been paying for the car. I tell TrueCar my zip, what car I'm into, and it shows me the TrueCar curve. It shows the range of prices people in my area actually pay for the same car. These folks paid a little more than this. And this guy got the deal of a lifetime. This is how car buying is always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
I have been a proactive customer for almost 10 years, and it still amazes me that people ask, does that stuff really work? Hi, I'm Juliana. What's the first thing people say after trying proactive? Wow, I wish I tried it sooner. That's because proactive is so easy and works so well. If you're struggling with breakouts, you just want to bite you over, done. And the sooner you try proactive, the sooner it can be.
Proactive is the #1 acne brand. It works for men and women of all ages, skin types, and ethnicities.
I should have tried Proactive first, then I would have been happy a long time ago.
I wish I had tried Proactive sooner because it wasn't until Proactive that I really started seeing results. My skin is phenomenal now.
And now's the best time to get it, because when you order Proactive in the next 10 minutes, we'll upgrade you to our new Deluxe TV offer for free. You'll get our Purifying Mask for instant deep pore relief, plus our customer favorite blackhead dissolving gel. No more popping blackheads. This miracle gel helps dissolve them away.
I just wish that I could tell people not to wait, not to hesitate, because proactive relieves such a major stress so you can focus on the things that you love doing.
Still not sure? Act fast and we'll throw in our ultra-rich as a free extra, plus free shipping. Call 1-800-418-7111.
So take a moment right now to decide one thing. Are you ready for clear skin?
Then hurry. Get the new deluxe offer while there's still time. You get Proactive plus 3 premium gifts, all for just $19.95. And ask about how you can get it all overnight with new Proactive. That number again is 1-800-418-7151.
Clear skin starts with you. Call now. When there's a world of options at your fingertips, what your home can be. And with Wayfair, now you can do it all. So what are you waiting for? There's a world in here that's waiting to be discovered. So go. Explore the great indoors at Wayfair.com.
Tourists avoided friends, husband and wife, serial killer team, rape and murder Monique Olivier and Michelle Froman, killed for nearly 2 decades. The Justice Network original presentation, Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer, Sunday at 10. Here's what's coming up on the Justice Network. March 1999. British prison, New Brunswick. Murder suspect Michael McRae is in custody with the deaths of Joan and Nina Hicks. While awaiting trial, McRae startles investigators by confessing to 2 unrelated murders, those of Robert Asselin and Eva Etier, both brutally slain 8 years earlier in Montreal. But McRae doesn't stop there. He tells police officers that he is also responsible for a murder in New Brunswick.
In 1999, I received a telephone call from the investigator here. And we had a homicide and shot on not people. Sure, it wasn't a homicide. We didn't charge somebody. We put in the court system. The person was found not guilty. We haven't turned it to the court. That's what she said. That's what's in prison. And Mr. McRae, he said, I'm going to do something right now. This was the actual confession I'm holding. He said, I'm not doing this because I have emotions or I feel bad for anybody. As a result of the conversation with Michael, we obtained a very detailed confession where he, in fact, was a person that we did not give it and because he did.
St. John, New Brunswick. This McRae was seen on the night of November 14th, 1987. He joined the taxi. When the plane goes bad, the 3 men take off. Warren is the slowest. McRae and Gibbons soon leave him behind. They stop to catch their breath near the city's YMCA.
McRae took this fashion knife that Gibbon in the chest, just below the heart. Once I took to his knees, McRae was upset that the robbery was a botched robbery. But he also talks about the fact that when he met Gibbons, he didn't like him. And he knew he was going to do something to him. But he didn't know he was going to kill him.
McRae leaves Gibbons to die and meets
They make their way back to the house and talk to him. But at some point, McRae shows the girls a knife, this old knife with blood on it, passed it to the girls and told the girls to clean it up.
After their arrest, McRae uses Norman Warren's violent past to pin the murder on him with the help of witnesses.
He had told them that he was the one that killed Gibbon, but that it was important that they could find him and not how. And they told as much as they could possibly tell without implicating McRae. Unfortunately, women abuse alcohol.
must corroborate everything the suspect has told them.
And two of the witnesses asserted trust everything he did and said that he's to them for a church.
By the time the trial for the murders of Joan and Nita Hicks is set to begin, Michael Gray has also been charged with the deaths of Martin Evans and the two men in Montreal. The media starts to use the phrase serial killer when it talks about Michael Wayne Gray.
We don't hear that too often in Canada. It certainly was snowballing because Gray was, he was certainly covering the community at certain points of releasing information on homicides.
The McRae murders too. Serial killers usually choose victims of a similar type. Yet there is no apparent link between those in Moncton and those in St. John and Montreal. Monday, March 20th, 2000, 2 years after the brutal St. John Hicks by pleading guilty to the murder of John Hicks.
So consequently, I made motions before the court, and he pled guilty to that particular charge. There was no emotion. He had some emotion about going to trial, but not about her per se.
In the statement, McRae describes how he saved planning cocaine from Queen's Clinic. He tells of being overwhelmed with an urge to kill somebody, anybody. McRae and then go to the home of Joan Hicks.
She did, and he went to the washroom.
Refuses, however, to admit to the murder of Nita Hicks.
I even had a perspective of child. My guess is that child murder
for the killing of Trace a life sentence with little chance for parole. The prosecution decides to suspend proceedings to the second murder, pending further investigation.
I was very pregnant one night, just go to jail for first degree murder from that. But Nina was right already.
Michael has been implicated in 5 different murders. But even more, police learn there might be more.
Someone you know is victim of credit card fraud. I discovered right away my identity on skin,
and I have no idea where or how.
Now you can stop electronic pickpocketing from happening to you with Lock. Use and protects all your wallet contents from cyber. Look, most credit cards have RF cast a signal that can be stolen up to 10 feet away. Watch cards easily read by this scanner and button with the same card lock personal information. The nano thin RFID blocking shield that no barrier between your personal information and RFID readers. Lock wallet stores and over 30 cards, cash, photos, IDs, and more with a stylish leather look perfect for men and women. Lock Wallet's ultra slim design fits perfectly in any pocket or purse, and with full zip around protection to keep everything secure.
I love the security that Lock Wallet provides.
It holds everything I need. It's protecting me and my family.
It's fashionable,
keeps me organized, and I know my credit card's are safe.
Order now and get Lock Wallet in black for just $10. Order right now and they'll double the offer. Free. Just pay processing and handling. As a bonus, you'll get the lighted magnifier absolutely free. Easily read menus in low light. Magnify nutrition labels, receipts, prescription bottles, even your smartphone. And it's the size of a credit card and fits right in your Lock Wallet. You get it all. 2 Lock Wallets and a lighted magnifier for just $10. Also available in brown and red. Order now. To order, call 1-800-581-8691 or visit buylockwallet.com for $10. It will double the offer. That's 1-800-581-8691 or go online to buylockwallet.com. Order now.
March 2000, Michael William McRae pleads guilty to the murder of Joe Hicks. What is even more surprising is his willingness to confess to 3 additional stabbing deaths, one of which back more than a decade. When being present with fellow New Brunswick, McRae tells a police officer that he's willing to confess to 11 other killings in cities across Canada and in Seattle, Washington. In exchange, he wants an immunity from prosecution and medical help to control and overrun and to kill. Police refuse to release Tucson. McRae goes to the media, including the National Weather Service, Canadian Press. I can put it on the scene, but 15 minutes with him, and I can remember listening to his answer to his answer, how detached he was. His loyalty, his the absolute way as to how detached and unemotional he was. As though he was just talking to him, going to the grocery store, walking back up. It's just something that we do. And when it comes out, I mean, these words were just right this way. Everybody asks me, do I have any remorse for the victim? I'm not going to prove to you I don't. I don't regret it. I don't have any remorse. The only thing I have remorse is that I ended. During the interview, Gray talks about an irresistible craving to kill and his need to hurt people to satisfy his deep inside. McRae describes drifting from Vancouver to Halifax, stalking the strips where junkies and prostitutes hang out, in gay districts where strangers are easy targets.
What we know of serial killers is that there's usually some kind of pattern. There's a certain type of person they murder. In Michael Wayne McRae's case, his motivation was the need to kill. Who he killed doesn't really seem to matter.
What people want to really know is that and he said that he was grappling with the whole idea of consciousness. It bothered him that, it didn't bother him, which most normal people would say would want to. It was just, it was so as surreal as it seems, McRae's next admission is a long shell. By asking him, what was your first murder? He said it was Gil Tucker from Nova Scotia. Gil Tucker was in the same team. Just had a picture. And the unfortunate. Dispassionate description of what happened. You and Mother and I were driving, we just picked her up, she was Jackie, and I told her to talk to her remember. But the mod says remember her. I'm just absolutely devoid of emotion. Over the next 2 months, McRae pleads guilty to the first-degree murders of Robert S. Lane and Gaëtan Etier in Montreal, the second-degree murder of robbery accomplice Mark Gibbons in St. John. A year later, in May
May 2011, McRae faces a charge of first-degree murder in the death of Nina Hicks after her family requests that the stay be lifted by the prosecution.
I did a letter to an attorney general to cut this back, and they were wanting to trial. But he appeared into no trouble, just to a court hearing and pleaded guilty.
A few days later, in Halifax courtroom, Ray pleads guilty to the 1985 murder of hitchhiker Gail Tucker, based on his own confession and corroborating evidence.
The question with respect to what he knew, whether it was match, the physical evidence that he had, because police had a lot of information that was never released based on this information. Proceeding with the first-degree murder charge against Michael Gray.
In court, Gail Tucker's failures details of the teenager's final moments. How, after she refuses to provide oral sex, McRae drags her from the truck, rips off her clothes, then stabs her repeatedly, struggling for reason. And how he and a mystery accomplice drag her body into the woods.
I don't have enough evidence to establish.
McRae is again sentenced to life in prison to run concurrently with his 5 other sentences. For Gail's mother, Mary Lake, it has been a long, painful road.
My mother spent from 1985 to 2001 trying to find people who murdered her daughter. That gave her the dead end for a great deal of time. But the file was put together with respect to the physical evidence, everything, and it was kept alive. It was always active because of her persistence.
Michael Wayne McRae is currently serving his time at the Atlantic Maximum Security Facility in Reduced New Brunswick. He has stated that, if given the chance, he would regard another prisoner, anyone who would satisfy his uncontrollable craving to kill. From his own experience, McRae's defense lawyer, Wendell Maxwell, knows this is not viable threat.
I went to see him to go over what was going to happen in Halifax. I was with another background where I was talking to him, but I left for research and I don't know if you should. I said to myself, well, this is for they said, oh, I was going to do my job. I don't know if I probably remember this day. And I really good advice like that. Yes, no contact. He accidentally calls. He doesn't say when he tried to just get a call. This guy's got it. Oh, no, you can come after that. I swear my board with these records. Not necessarily after the staff will try to actually get all the same workers that he claimed. This doesn't matter. Numbers don't matter. Numbers don't matter. I can't talk to you. Numbers don't matter. You lost your daughter and your granddaughter. I just didn't lose your daughter.
He told everything away from me. All the family I knew. It changed my family. It changed everything. You lived day by day, and you're always in your mind. Always.
October 19th, 1983. Police find the body of a young Asian student face down on the bathroom floor.
She was naked, cord around her neck, feet were hanging down, and she had been above the face very severely.
Police realize they are searching for a predator who may strike again.
How could this happen? Who would commit this kind of offense?
Police, there are those who chronicle investigation up close, on film, on paper, and on tape. They are the public's first witness. Through their lens, they cover darkest chapters of crime. Toronto, Ontario, with more than 4 million people, it is Canada's largest city and one of the most multicultural centers in the world. In the heart of downtown lies the esteemed university. The institution is well known around the globe, each year attracting hundreds of international students.
To study at the University of Toronto.
For many international students, moving to a foreign country can be daunting. Many doubt the fact that the area around the campus is well known for being a friendly and secure place to live.
That would be a relatively safe area because not only did they have the Toronto police patrolling that area, policing that area, they had the University of Toronto police in was a relatively safe area.
But in the early 1980s, it's the when that same neighborhood becomes the hunting ground of a dangerous predator. October 1983. Delia Hay is a 17-year-old student from Indonesia living with her older sister in a high-rise apartment building near the campus. While Minnie attends the University of Toronto, younger Delia is upgrading at a local college with plans of attending university the following year.
She was a foreign exchange student. She came from a fairly well-to-do family in Jakarta. And her parents, not unlike a lot of parents then and now, they thought that she could get a good education at the University of Toronto.
She was very friendly. She was extremely bright. She was an attractive young woman.
And a typical kind of pure person who was doing very well at school.
When not in class, Eliana and her sister Minnie spend much of their spare time together.
Her sister was considered to be her best friend. They were about a year apart. They lived together daily lunch for lunch. Between classes when they would meet at the library to study together. And so they were extremely close, even apart from the fact that they lived together.
Both sisters wear identical jewel-encrusted crosses on their necks, a gift from their mother in Indonesia. October 19th. The sisters wait and prepare for the day. Delia is a busy week. She's writing exams at her college.
She went to her class, came and then, as was her custom, went to the university's main library, the Robarts Library, which is a couple of blocks away.
Deliana studies with her sister and a few friends, but by late afternoon, she packs her bag.
She decided that she needed to go home. She's going to continue to study at home because she has books that she needed to refer to and study, and she didn't have them with her at the library.
Around 4 p.m., Deliana makes her way through the campus to a high-rise apartment building a few blocks away.
We know that immediately when she went to the front gate and went into the building, she went to the mailbox area and retrieved some mail for her.
As far as we know, she went up the elevator to her apartment
Delia opens her mail and begins to write a letter back to a friend. She only gets a few lines written when she hears an unexpected knock at her door. 6 p.m. Both Minnie and a friend try phoning Delia at the apartment, but their calls go unanswered. Assuming her sister must have gone out with the apartment's only key, Minnie spends the next couple of hours a few floors down in the same building. 10 p.m. There is still no answer to phone calls upstairs. Minnie and her friend decide to investigate. Strangely, she finds the door to the apartment unlocked, but gets no response to her greetings as she enters. Then, a few seconds later, a shocking sight.
She called 911. She was outside the apartment, sobbing hysterically when the police arrived. It was obvious that her sister was dead.
Delia is face down on the bathroom floor, with a cord from an iron wrapped around her neck. With signs of both sexual assault and murder, forensic expert Rod Spencer arrives on the scene with homicide detective Michael Boyd.
To a crime scene like that, look at every single thing because it might be important to your case.
First thing you can do is to photograph the scene to ensure that the evidence remains in place, because once you start moving things about, you contaminate the scene. And if people that you have been sexually assaulted, she strangled, she still had a cord around her, electrical cord around her neck, and she had been beaten about the face very severely.
Delia's feet have been tied, not from a nearby camera.
Her arms weren't tied at all, but there were unusual marks on her arm.
We could determine from marks on the victim's wrists that she had been handcuffed. Clearly, they had been removed from her wrists and taken away from the scene.
More clues are discovered in the bedroom. Detectives know that has been pulled from the closet. Is Tracy mark a corner of the mattress?
We also know that there were two tracks quite close together from the bed, leading out of the room.
Near the front door, signs of a forced entry.
There was a material door latch that was locked. The lock that had been kicked over and kicked open. Bits and pieces of those locking mechanisms were on the floor in the hallway.
This was certainly not a consensual situation at the point of the suspect entering the apartment.
Detectives gradually piece together a likely sequence of events.
It's apparent that Delia opened the door, but opened it with a chain lock on it. The killer forced the lock, broke it, and gained entrance to her apartment.
Delia flees to the bedroom.
It's that at some point in time, Anna tried to hide in the closet, and they discovered her clothes were pulled down, and she had been taken out of the closet.
Delia is handcuffed and her legs are tied, rendering her defenseless against her assailant. After raping her, the attacker drags and injured Delia out of the bedroom, leaving to the carpet.
We determined that they were the marks made by the suspect dragging the deceased from the bedroom, out of the bedroom, along the hallway in the living room.
The killer forcibly moves Delia to the bathroom before finally strangling her to death, a fact that puzzles the investigators.
We always wondered, during the investigation of the crime scene, what the reason was for her being taken from the bedroom, where she was obviously attacked and raped, to the bathroom, where she was ultimately found. Is because of the violent nature of the attack and her life. One can only imagine how terrible that would be for her.
I had investigated and been involved in hundreds of homicides, but this was, to me, was rather tragic in the sense that she was so young, and from my experience, I think it registered that this wasn't your normal homicide, it wasn't a domestic situation.
A dangerous sexual killer is put all female students on the university campus at risk.
This is the kind of thing that comes here.
Some missing children go years before they're found. Here's one we really need to reunite with his family. David Warner disappeared 33 years ago this month. He was only 12 years old at the time. He was last seen in Jefferson City, Tennessee. This is what we believe David looks like today. If you have any information about David Warner, please call 1-800-THE-LOST. Missing child should never be forgotten.
I have been a proactive customer for almost 10 years, and it still amazes me that people ask, does that really work? Hi, I'm what's the first people say after trying proactive? Wow, I really wish I tried it sooner. That's because it is so easy and works so well. If you're struggling with breakout, you want it behind you. Over. Done. And the sooner I proactive, the sooner it can be.
Proactive is the #1 brand. It works for men and women of all ages, skin types, and ethnicities. I should have tried Proactive first, then I've been happy a long time ago.
I wish I had tried proactive sooner because it wasn't until proactive that I started seeing results. My skin is phenomenal now.
And now's the best time to get it, because when you order Proactive in the next 10 minutes, we'll upgrade you to our new Deluxe TV offer for free. You'll get our purifying mask for instant deep pore relief, plus our customer favorite blackhead dissolving gel. No more popping blackheads. This miracle gel helps dissolve them away.
I just wish that I could tell people not to wait, not to hesitate, because proactive relieves such a major stress so you can focus on the things that you love doing.
Still not sure? Act fast and we'll throw in our ultra-rich green tea moisturizer as a free extra. Plus free shipping. Call 1-800-418-7151.
So take a moment right now to decide one thing. Are you ready for clear skin?
Then hurry. Get the new Deluxe offer while there's still time. You get Proactive plus 3 premium gifts, all for just $19.95. And ask about how you can get it all overnight. New Proactive next. That number again is 1-800-418-7151.
And start with you. Call now.
Tired of waiting in line to cash your paycheck or pay bill? Don't do it. Go NetSpend. Does living paycheck to paycheck leave you with more month than money? It's your money. Stop waiting and stop worrying. Get a NetSpend prepaid card. Go NetSpend and get your limit up to 2 days faster with free direct deposit. Waiting by the mailbox for your tax rate? Direct deposit to your NetSpend card and get it faster. Add money and go anywhere. Buy groceries, pay bills, shop online. Use it anywhere Debit MasterCard is accepted. And you can get cash back on purchases. The more you use your card, the more cash back offers you receive. Join more than 10 million people who trust NetSpend as a safe, secure, and easy way to manage their money.
Ever since I joined the NetSpend community, I felt a sense of security with my money. Every time I make a small amount of a text message to my mom.
With NetSpend, I typically get my paycheck on a Wednesday, but normally I get paid Friday. NetSpend helps me get my paycheck faster.
You're never charged interest or late fees because this is not a credit card. Go NetSpend and your approval is guaranteed. You can text after every transaction so you'll always know how much money you have or your balance online anytime. And it gets even better. Qualifying direct deposit, you'll be updated to NetSpend Premier and get even more benefits at no additional cost, such as a $10 purchase cushion in case you run a little short. With NetSpend, your money is FDIC insured and covered by MasterCard Zero Liability Protection. Go NetSpend. Know that you're always protected. Call now. There's no activation fee, no credit check, and your approval is guaranteed. And it's absolutely free to order. Be one of the first to order, and you can choose your card color.
Call 1-800-965-6064 or visit GoNetSpend.com. That's 1-800-965-6064. Get paid faster. Go NetSpend.
October 20th, 1983. In the middle of the night, detectives in Toronto are on the scene of the brutal rape and murder
A 17-year-old student feeling on a hang. The bodies were removed for autopsy, while bed sheets and articles of clothing are secured for lab tests. In a nearby apartment, the victim's sister, Minnie, is consoled by friends. Her parents back in learn the terrible news that one of their daughters is dead. The killer is still in the news. By morning, local media is on the scene as Toronto police set up a command post inside the apartment building.
We focused on conducting a canvass of the building to see if we could contact anyone who had seen the victim on that day or any person in the building at the time that may or may not have looked unusual.
Other officers searched the entire building.
We had to check the stairwells. All the village cameras on the street. We checked because there was a possibility taken a towel with more cloth that may have had some blood on it or some other thing.
Meanwhile, back at the crime scene, forensic expert Rod Spencer dusts for fingerprints, hoping the killer has been careless in covering his tracks.
Usually, crime scenes know what to fingerprint and what not to fingerprint. You look for those objects that people would normally handle, such as doors, doorknobs, telephones. In this particular case, which turned out dishes everywhere. So we had to fingerprint them. There didn't leave anything unturned.
Police dusted the type and obtained a whole series of unknown fingerprints, which was an unusual student who had friends over.
Each fingerprint needs to be followed and either eliminated from suspicion or investigated in more detail. Early on, one set in particular catches Rod Spencer's attention. They turn up on a drinking glass near the sink.
Normally, when you grasp a bottle or drinking glass, you leave it in some horizontal position. So this raised to me some interest, especially it could be in respect. We went to the refrigerator after committing the crime, thought that he's smarter than the police, and by handling the guys at the top that he didn't need to some glass. So we handled this glass and ensure that it was protected.
Dozens of fingerprints now identified. Police interviewed Minnie and his sister Minnie to get the names of people who may have spent time inside the apartment.
The background of the victim was very important to us. We had to understand who might be a suspect. Were there people that she hung around with toys or knew that she hung around with? Was there anyone in her life that might be a suspect because of stalking and although she was quite social within a she did not associate with things, did not hate any boys.
With no known enemies, police believe the murder was likely committed by someone outside of her social circle, making the case all the more difficult to solve.
It became more and more apparent this was a stranger-to-stranger homicide that we're going to deal with.
By noon on October 20th, news of the murder is circulating in Toronto, sending shockwaves across the busy university campus.
Well, there was fear. There was tremendous fear by people that lived in the neighborhood. Certainly women who had not lived with it, men who had children in the area were concerned about, how did this happen? Who did this? Who did this kind of events?
That same day, new information surfaces at the morgue. The Strasbourg County magistrate and the not used to target is examined.
We were able to find an expert to tell us more information regarding this knot, and we found that it was not tied to a person.
Identical to the one worn by her sister Minnie, is missing.
We couldn't find that anywhere in the apartment, and it certainly wasn't around her neck. And then we left a postmortem examination. and that has been away from the findings.
Police now believe the killer is possibly a martial arts aficionado in possession of both the cross necklace as well as the handcuffs likely used to bind Adriana's wrists. At the same time, lab tests turn up traces of the killer's semen, but uncontained. Although DNA testing is available in 1983, police discover that their suspect not only has type A blood, but he also belongs to a unique subset known as type A secreted. Type A secreted blood is possessed by less than 3% of the population. As a matter of information, police begin to interview male friends of the victim, as well as potential suspects. Please call 1-822-84.
3 billion people died. Don't kid yourself. We don't know what happened to you with addiction. If you've been trying to quit your addiction, drugs, alcohol, any love, then you need to call the number on our screen now. We'll connect you. You can't beat addiction. So make the call. Call is free, the consultation is free, and the referral is free. If you have private insurance, your treatment could cost. So call the addiction. Get the help you need.
I wish my family had insurance. They got help available.
Medical alerts. If you or a loved one underwent hip or knee implantation within the last 2 months and then developed a serious infection, call right now. You may need mutual compensation. These infections can emerge within days or sometimes years after surgery and may require serious medical treatment. Don't wait. Call right now. Call 1-800-311-6215. And that's 1-800-311-6215.
It can happen in an instant. Your dad doesn't feel right, but he's not sure he should call 911. With new 5-star urgent response, one touch and he'll be immediately connected to 5-star agents.
I see your location, Mr. Turner.
5-star urgent response. It's help at the touch of a button.
An ambulance is on its way. Buy the Splash today at Walmart Pharmacy and get the first month free. Learn more at greatcall.com.
Attention, catheter patients on Medicare. I'm a professional doctor, and I use catheter. Been down for 25 years. I've run 14 months. I know things, and I don't want any more, especially when I can. Now, I use these nearly painless catheters. They hurt less compared to the old ones. These ain't nothing. Here's how it works. You call and you get a free catheter sample. I was just like you. Wondered if I should go. Boy, I'm glad I did. Give yourself a break. Hey, try these two catheters. You never know unless you try. Give it a call now. You have nothing to worry about. They don't care in your insurance company. You ain't nothing up there. You get your free nearly painless catheter sample sent right to your home.
Call now at 800-296-0746. That's 800-296-0746. Call 800-296-0746.
October 25th, 1983. Delia that day. A memorial service for the slave draws a large crowd. Police examine a copy of the guest book from the service, looking for any potential leads. Although investigators know Delia's killer has a rare kind of type A blood, and they will be a martial arts expert, they have yet to connect a name to a violent crime. They pin their side, identifying a pair of mystery fingerprints on glass of the crime scene.
It was an educated guess that the man with the right index and the right thumb was positioning on the glass.
And that set of fingerprints then being searched against our criminal database for fingerprints.
Although every fingerprint is unique when it comes down to its finest details, many are categorized into general groups.
We can narrow the house just by getting down the type of pattern. And once we've done that, then it's a matter of looking at those unique characteristics within the minutia. The minutia really is what identifies your fingerprint and my fingerprints.
Officers continue going through fingerprints other than the general public for any overlooked clue. They take a look potential eyewitnesses.
And trying to get our messages with the assistance of the media and urging people to survey the media area and find information. Somebody we did a complete canvas of the area, not to speak of anything who might be compliance with information.
At the same time, detectives bring the scene on the crime scene and do another walkthrough of the victim's sister Minnie, hoping she can spot some small detail in it. Little turns out. By early November, frustration is setting in as tips from the public dry up and no new lead surface. But it is just there, deep in Canada's collection of criminals, that releases suddenly the biggest breakthrough. Investigators zero in on a set of fingerprints seem to match the ones found on a drinking glass at the crime scene.
The fingerprints were identified to have been by the name of Sue. That was his copper name, Asian name. But he was known in the community as Sue. In Canada, he called himself Robert.
It certainly keeps us.
His name had never surfaced in our investigation up until that point. But once we had his name and the descriptions from that point, we then opened up an investigation focusing in on Sue as a suspect. And we started to look at background. He started to try to learn more about who Robert Sue was. Where did he live? What did he do? Did he go to school? Did he work? His habits.
Police discovered that 20-year-old Robert Sue is originally from Malaysia. He is currently married and lives in Toronto. He arrived in Canada 3 years earlier on a student visa that has since expired. He has a keen interest in martial arts.
When we checked Robert Sue's we found out that he reports on a property crime as opposed to a violent crime, which would include assault, sexual assault, or homicide, or any kind of crime like that. So we weren't drawing any conclusions about whether or not he would do such a thing, but certainly his fingerprints gave us strong reason to suspect him, and at that point we had to carry on, either eliminate him from suspicion or move on and develop him as a suspect.
They kept Chen Ho-Soo under surveillance for a period of time to see what his habits were. So he didn't know he was being followed, and they discovered that, amongst other things, he was very religious about working out and improving. He was a bodybuilder, very conscious of his appearance, and would go 2 or 3 times a day to a local gym.
Yeah, I did that to a house club, and he liked to come to the gym. He's a regular member. He'd show up each day, work with the weights. He started working out, gaining weight, gaining muscles, and building up. And I don't think anybody had a sense of the way this guy is. I mean, he didn't have any hair on that.
Detectives put together a folder containing Robert Sue's photo alongside photos of 23 other anonymous agents. The folder is shown to dealing a certain name. None of the faces are familiar, but Robert Sue specifically pointed out
he inquired from her sister and her girlfriend about whether Robert Sue was part of their social circle. And no one in their social circle recognized Robert Sue.
Police Robert Sue was only circumstantial evidence. On its own, a fingerprint in the Hang sisters' apartment doesn't prove that Robert Sue is a murderer.
They know he could be in that place, or at least the glass has his fingerprint. The glass could be in her place. The problem is, he could maybe come up and say, well, yeah, I met her one day and I just went and had a drink with her place.
In reviewing how he reacted to the police the last time he was arrested and charged, we realized that he wasn't going to be very cooperative with police. And we needed to have some cooperation from him in order to either eliminate him from suspicion or develop him as a suspect.
Police decide to try an undercover operation to secure more evidence.
The things that we knew and needed from him was a sample of his blood. And we couldn't be certain he would refuse to cooperate and provide his blood, even though he might not have been responsible. Knowing that Robert Sue was a bodybuilder and was very interested in his appearance, he decided that the ploy in this undercover operation was going to be that we would try to get a blood sample from him and try to do so using the ruse, as we call it.
They enlist a young man named Gary Eschweiler, a Toronto police officer with a large muscular build. Robert Sue try to get somebody who could work out at the same gym. Try to get a little closer to him, and at that they felt that I would fit into the gym, and with any luck I could possibly befriend him. Should Gary connect with Robert Sue, he is to plant the idea that a special weightlifting diet supplement obtained from a doctor is the real secret behind his large muscles.
Gary was asked to go in and befriend Kent Monsoon at the bodybuilding club under the pretext that if he was to provide some blood samples, that he too would look like Gary Eschweiler in terms of bodybuilding.
And as unlikely as that sounds, and many people said it wouldn't work, we went with that.
November 14th, 1983. Closing his assembly. Gary Eschweiler gets a membership at the same Toronto gym used by Robert Sue.
I had no idea that Gary came in specifically to focus on Robert. I had no idea whatsoever.
I was a little nervous because I didn't really have much of an opportunity to try to build any type of background. I was just put right into the middle of something that was a very dangerous situation.
If Robert Sue was truly guilty of murder, police hope this man had criminal conscience, possibly providing evidence in a horrible crime. What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Health, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home. With Mobile Health, you can help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button.
I couldn't dial 911 because I was out of it. I just pushed the button and my whole fellow was in the hospital.
I don't have to worry about if I'm near help or if I even know where I am. I have Mobile Health. They know where I am.
They have a number of health issues. If you were to call 911, they would not know what your issues are. Mobile Health has all of that on file, so the emergency responders already know what my needs are.
There are things I would if I didn't have Mobile Health.
Mobile Health is a lifesaver, literally and figuratively.
I feel safe, I feel secure, and I have money.
Call the number on your screen for a free photo brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant at risk button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects faults and signals help even if you are unconscious and unable to press the button. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract for a limited time. You will receive a free emergency key box with your plan. Just don't settle for a medical system that only works at home. Join the thousands nationwide already using Mobile Health. And remember, Mobile Health keeps you safe coast to coast. Call 1-800-928-4218. That's 1-800-928-4218.
You're here to buy a car. What would help is simply being able to recognize a fair price. That's never really been possible. Along comes a radical called TrueCar. And now it is. TrueCar has pricing data that very make it up. So all you have to do is search the car you want. There it is. Now you're an expert in less than a minute. This is how car buying was always meant to be. This is TrueCar.
Attention, retired NFL players. You and your family could be due money. A federal judge approved compensate players and families of players for those diagnosed with Alzheimer's, ALS, Parkinson's, dementia, depression, memory loss, mood swings, and other neurological diseases. Individual payouts could reach $5 million per player. Don't wait. Call or visit NFLInjuryCenter.com to see if you qualify.
1983. In Toronto, police investigators of Robert Sue, suspect in the murder of 17-year-old student Delia. While Sue's fingerprints were found at the crime scene, police hope an undercover operation would give them more evidence, ideally in the form of a blood sample. Dressed as a civilian, Gary Eschweiler local jail.
He was very well defined. His muscles were well defined and more well defined than Robert Sue. And that's what we were looking for in as an undercover officer. Someone who would be stronger than Sue and would garner the respect that we thought was needed in order to make this undercover operation work.
Sue keeps to himself, forcing Gary to use a stunt to show off his superior strength and get the suspect's attention.
I ended up loading all the plates that they had him on the bench. Then after I lifted it, was a little over 400 pounds, the bar started to bend when I put it back. So with that,
people started laughing. I gained his attention.
As Robert Sue finally approaches.
He's interested in knowing, how this officer worked out, how he got from big and strong. Sue, of course, had no idea that he was an undercover police officer. I would tell Sue that in addition to using the weights, he had a secret formula that he would take to improve his muscle pump. But he told me that he was getting some pills from the doctor. Could take those for some time. Pump them up, so
you can see his weightlifting supplement. Schweiler is to submit friendship agreed to have to Sue. That evening, as they walk the streets, Sue makes observations about other businesses to run, as if feeling out the undercover officer's attitude towards crime.
And there was no doubt he was trying to recruit me as being one of the stunts.
The two men take in a martial arts movie that practically mirrors the crime police are investigating.
He set up in the scene, especially for a phenomenon sort of set up. She seemed
in the region, the suspect rapes the undercover impression.
She's gained Sue's confidence. By morning, the ploy begins to pay off.
Be Safe is brought to you by the Justice Network.
When children are home alone, they need to know there's a safe place to go. Identify a neighborhood safe house, which is a house your child can go to. They are feeling scared or need help and you're not home. Make sure the child can get there without assistance and feels comfortable when the man lives there. Finally, rehearse the different ways your children can exit to the safe house in an emergency. Practice makes perfect. Be aware and be safe.
I have been a proactive customer for almost 10 years, and it still amazes me that people ask, does that stuff really work? Hi, I'm Julianne Huff. What's the first thing people say after trying Proactive? Wow, I really wish I tried it sooner. That's because Proactive is so easy and works so well. If you're struggling with breakouts, you just want it behind you. Over. Done. And the sooner you try Proactive, the sooner it can be.
Proactive is the #1 acne brand. It works for men and women all ages, skin types, and ethnicities.
I should have tried Proactive first, then I would have been happy a long time ago.
I wish I had tried Proactive because it wasn't until Proactive that I really started seeing results. My skin is phenomenal now.
And now's the best time to get it, because when you're Proactive in the next 10 minutes, we'll up our new Deluxe TV offer for free. You'll get our Purifying Mask for instant deep pore relief, plus our customer favorite blackhead dissolving gel. No more popping blackheads. This miracle gels dissolve them away.
I just wish that I could tell people not to wait, not to hesitate, because Proactive relieves such a major stress so you can focus on the things that you love doing.
Still not sure? Act fast and we'll throw in our ultra-rich green tea moisturizer as a free extra. Plus free shipping. Call 1-800-418-7151.
So take a moment right now to decide one thing. Are you ready for clear skin?
And hurry. The new Deluxe offer is still time. Proactive plus 3 premium gifts, all for just $19.95. And ask about how you can get it all overnight with new Proactive Next Day. That number again is 1-800-418-7151.
Clear skin with you. Call now.
Attention patients who have super serious symptoms after undergoing hip, knee, or heart surgery. A device used in many surgeries, including hip and knee replacement and open heart surgery, has been associated with an increased risk of infection, serious infections, or hospitalization, additional injuries, replacement of the implant, and even amputation. The manufacturer may be held liable for knowing about the risks and not knowing of the dangers. If you or a loved one have hip or knee replacement or open heart surgery found with a serious infection, call the Reliant Group right now. You'll be connected with an experienced attorney who will evaluate your case and determine if you may qualify for financial concession and medical expenses. There is absolutely no risk or successful. Call the Reliant Group now at 800-235-8079 for a free consultation. That's 800-235-8079.
Every crime presents its own challenge. Every case that can be pieced together. Evidence can be everywhere. But there's always one thing that ties it all together. And the police must know that it's solved. Next. Here's what's coming up on the Just at Work. At the gym, Sue approaches Gary once again. But this time, as police know, he wonders if he can trust special diet supplement that Gary claims is the secret behind his
policeman said, well, here's what you do. Give me a little bit of your blood, and I'll take the dome. Going to give you exactly what you need. It's going to give you the right potion.
He seemed very hesitant about that, and I continued to suggest to him that that would be the only way for him to gain strength and emphasize that he should be treated with.
Robert Sue's vanity eventually outweighs his caution. In the locker room, Gary goes after what police hope is more evidence against the killer.
Gary said, I've got this kit that is sort of like that sterile kit. Actually, as he glanced at his own finger and dropped his own blood onto his god.
The blood sample was delivered to him, but as police wait for results, Sue's paranoia grows. He consults with the manager of the club.
I was closing up kit. And he actually is a boss. Somebody took a sample of your blood, and they could take it to their doctor or chemist or whatever. And from doing that, be able to determine what would be the best vitamins, the best steroid substance that he could use in order to get bigger. I didn't think so. I had heard of that. That's so silly. And that's when Robert Blue came up and said, I think Gary's a police officer. He's a police officer. I know, Robert. No, he was very educated at that point.
Police hear Sue going to something plastic. As Schwarber returns an identical fake sample of blood to the suspect, in order to calm his fear.
I give him back the blood sample. I said, words and effect, and I don't appreciate your blood back. At that time, he held the sample up. He said, words to the effect of how they catch killers, which struck me as very unusual to make, because such a blatant, direct comment on the crime at hand. I knew that the game that we were playing was for games.
By morning, police have the results they had hoped for. Robert Sue has type A blood, the same type of blood as the killer. Although the tests are inconclusive as to whether he is also a type A secretor, a fact that would bolster their case further, investigators decide to make their move.
We decided it was time to bring Robert Sue in for an interview should he wish to assist in that interview.
November 17, 1983, as Sue enters the gym for his daily workout, detectives arrested for the city involvement in the crime.
It is a circumstantial evidence case was starting to take place, but there were still pieces missing.
While detectives prepare to interview their prime suspect, other officers secure a search warrant for his apartment. Police know they still need to turn up more evidence if they're going to find the suspected killer behind bars.
Tired of waiting in line to cash your paycheck or pay bills?
Don't do it. Go Nesbitt.
Just look at paycheck to paycheck, maybe with more month than money.
It's more money. Stop waiting and stop worrying. Nesbitt prepaid Nesbitt card. Go Nesbitt and get your paycheck or government benefits from Chester with rate direct deposit.
Waiting
for your tax refund? Direct deposit to your NetSpend card. Get faster. Add money and go anywhere. Groceries, pay bills, shop online. Use it anywhere debit MasterCard is accepted. And you can get cash back on purchases. The more you use your card, the more cash back offers you. Join more than 10 million people who trust NetSpend to save an easy way to manage their money.
Ever since I joined the NetSpend community, I felt a sense of security with my money. Every transaction I make is followed up with a text message to my phone.
With NetSpend, I typically get my paycheck on a Wednesday when normally I get paid on Fridays. NetSpend helps me get my paycheck faster.
You're never charged interest or late fees because it's not a credit card. Go NetSpend and your approval is guaranteed. Get a text alert after every transaction. You'll always know to happen. Or check your balance online anytime. And it gets even better. With a qualifying direct deposit, you'll be upgraded to NetSpend Premier and get even more benefits at no additional cost, such as a $10 purchase special in case you run short. NetSpend, your money is FDIC insured, covered by zero fee protection. Go NetSpend and know that you're always protected. Call now. There's no activation fee, no credit check, and your approval guaranteed. And it's absolutely free to order. Be one of the first 200 to order. And you can choose your card color.
Call 1-800-965-6064 or visit GoNetSpend.com. That's 1-800-6064. Faster, GoNetSpend. November 17th, 1983. In Toronto, police have 20-year-old Robert Sue in custody for the murder of Deliana Hay. Although a fingerprint takes him to the scene of the crime, the sample consistent with the type carried by the killer. Investigators need more evidence to bolster a circumstantial case.
You really didn't into anything. Well, why would his fingerprint be in the crime scene? How could you have your fingerprint on a drinking glass and dead body there?
While detectives press Sue for a confession, officers execute a search warrant at his apartment, alerting Sue's wife to her husband's arrest. Or potential evidence of his martial arts magazines and pornography. Police find a pair of handcuffs similar to the ones used.
Those handcuffs, if you're consistent, the handcuff marks around Deliana's wrist.
Moments later, they turn up a jewel-encrusted cross, just like the one taken from Deliana's neck.
When they questioned Sue's wife about the jewelry to ascertain whether it was hers or not, she said it was hers, but it had been given to her by her husband Sue a few days.
We found a knot that was tied around the refrigerator door, and that knot is very similar in configuration to the knot tied in the camera strap around the ankles of the victim.
The search turns up another telling piece of the puzzle, a book that reads like a how-to manual for committing a murder.
And it was a book that was borrowed from one of the libraries in Toronto, and it was called The Rapist File. And in that book, it's a series of stories by convicted rapists of how they committed their acts and why they did certain and how they got caught.
Those studies describe a man received sexual pleasure by strangling his victims in front of a holy mirror. The secret to actually explain why Deliana has been found in the bathroom before being killed.
In the bathroom, that's the part that was here. And so if he was going to take the victim before a mirror, it had to be the bathroom. And that's exactly what happened.
Back at the police station, Sue seems to betray his guilt when told of the discovery of his apartment.
My partner and I told me that other police officers had recovered across in us. It was at that point, after hearing that, he broke down and cried as a result of that.
Chance to get more evidence.
At that point, I was was clean, and he wiped the tears in his eyes, and he wiped his nose on this napkin.
The napkin is taken to a police lab for testing. Bolsters the blood, proving wasn't that Robert Sue, the type A reader, like the killer. Only a small percentage of people have silver blood. News of a breakthrough of the case sweeps through Toronto.
Following the arrest of Robert Sue, we reported to the media that we gave the arrest and solved the case. I think that brought some measure of comfort to the people that live in that area.
There's a real thing before the police. A lot of time work and just following along, and the evidence is there. But this was where they really and they went with a good imagine that piece of work.
March 18th, 1985. Ontario Supreme Court. Robert Sue stands trial for the murder of 17-year-old Delia Ang. The victim's sister Mitty is in attendance, along with her parents from Indonesia.
And I recall I was sitting in the parole, and I recall thinking, and it must be to a trial to see the
Robert Sue guilty. In your perspective, the prosecution feels a solid case. Along with the fingerprint scene, police put forward the discovery of the jeweled cross in the suspect's blood. Although similar crosses are not uncommon, a tool expert proves the one in question is identical to the one still carried by the victim's sister Mitty. Both were purchased in Indonesia by the mother of the two sisters. The court also learns of the undercover operation at the gym that Robert Sue worked out.
That was a fascinating, that was unique, something we've never seen done before. Particularly because the way they got this guy was
on March 7th, 1985, there are only 3 hours of deliberations. The jury finds Robert Sue guilty of the first-degree murder of Delia Ang.
As I recall, as he was walking out to the shelter, listen, I did not kill Delia Ang. I'm innocent. And he was let off.
He was taken away in handcuffs, and he's being arrested. I think families ever forget what violent cases like this. Seeing that justice was done is an important step after these terrible cases.
Despite his pleas of innocence, Robert Sue eventually confessed in prison to his horrible crime. Although justice can't bring back Delia Ang, many today believe that Sue's timely arrest in 1983 may well have spared the lives of other innocent victims.
Maybe they stopped a guy who was going to be a victim, a guy who was going to be a favorite of many women, young women.
This was probably the best investigated police situation that I've been fighting about.
If you want to point to an ideal case and how things come together, that would be the case.
Another compelling episode of Solved is next.
This program contains dramatic reenactments and material that may be disturbing to some audience members. Viewer discretion is advised. A frightened child
illustrator a horrific story.
He said that he had woken up, went downstairs, and grandma had basically melted.
He's shaking his grandfather's not waking. He is up against the bed, trying to wake his grandmother. He runs out, he picks up the living room where he's trying to dial 911, and that's letting him down. It's not working.
The preschool administrator immediately calls 911. When deputies arrive at the farmhouse, they find Jack and Linda Myers dead in their bed. Both have been shot execution style.
For 14 years. I've been in public safety as a paramedic for over 20 years. I'd have to say this was probably one of the most graphic scenes I've ever seen.
Catching the killer will take a team of experts.
36 years, that's about the first trend I've ever been able to develop up in the submersible water.
This story was huge. I knew it is and probably always will be the highest profile case of it.
In the Myers farmhouse, Sergeant Mark Whitmer surveys the carnage.
First of all, the female is lying in bed and her face is destroyed. She's not, I can't even identify her. There's photos on the walls in the house, wedding photos and things too. I recognize the male son lying in bed. He is recognizable. He was shot in the back of the head with a small shotgun, but it did not cause any damage to the face.
There should be blood spatter pretty much all over the room, especially in the area where the victims' heads were. I've never seen anything quite like that in my career.
The position of the bodies and the victim's wounds offer some preliminary clues.
I come to the conclusion that Jack was most likely the one shot first. One reason was we found a piece of cotton fiber film above the bed, above Jack's head.
The killer used a homemade silencer.
It was made out of some type of quilting material. There was masking tape on one end. There was black powder residue on the opposite end.
When he fired his first shot, it blew off the end of the gun. It was ineffective, which ended up placing it at the top of the bed or the head of the bed at Jack's head. Linda would have been the second victim because she would have reacted to that first gunshot.
Defensive wounds on Linda Myers indicate she was face to face with her killer when she died.
It appeared that maybe she had raised her hand or raised her head up a little bit because she sustained injury to her hand like she was putting her hand up.
Based on body temperatures, the coroner estimates time of death between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Some monster came and walked right up to their room and shot and killed them as they slept. They never knew what was coming.
Just the manner of how they were shot while they were laying there in bed asleep. You know, the person that did it had no remorse for what they did.
The farmhouse is combed for clues.
One of the first things that we noticed was that a basement window outside of the house had been pulled out and set off to the side. We noticed there were fresh shoe impressions in the mud on the outside of the house, and also fabric impressions in the mud, like the person did now. I thought was perhaps Eugene.
Plaster cast those items.
The phone lines on the outside of the house had been ripped or pulled out of their connection. That ends up being consistent with the report that he called 911. It was not
to get Al on the phone, which is why he ran down the road to the nearest place he was familiar with.
The killer has left few clues.
There was no shells at the scene. That tells me the murderer took the time to stop, pick up evidence, take it with him. He was cognizant of that, thinking about that. I start to think this is more calculating, this is more premeditated when I see these kinds of things.
Just one small item was left behind.
Piece of the sabot and the body was recovered. The sabot is a plastic case that surrounds the slug that actually travels down the barrel when firing.
The remaining physical evidence is carefully collected and tagged.
The bodies and the bedding and the pillows and everything are all collected to be sent to the process.
There is indication of robbery.
It didn't appear there was any other motive other than to kill these two people. There were no drawers opened or cupboards opened or anything like something searched to steal from them. There was money and jewelry lying around in the house that was not there. Linda Myers' purse was on the dining room table, and I noticed inside the purse a large amount of cash. Whoever had executed the crime had come in with the sole purpose to kill these people and not to commit a robbery or anything else.
At the church, Detective Mike Burns introduced the police administrator.
It happened to her. He had found when you saw the gunshot wound, you exactly what it's all about. There was blood on him, and he said that he had tried to tint him amyloid and use tissues to try and wipe off the blood and help them.
He probably couldn't comprehend exactly what had happened, which is understandable based on what had happened to him. He had to pull his boots on instead of picking up his great grandparents, and he went down the road. I think he ran down.
Police questioned their neighbors and friends. Jack and Linda, both in their 50s, were liked and respected. Met and married in life, and by all accounts were extremely young.
They were good as a couple. They loved each other a lot.
Most people we interviewed, said Jack and Linda were people, good people, perspective.
Jack was well liked by a lot of friends, and he was closest to people that he worked with. Family members, brothers and sisters all had good things to say about him. But his focus was to care for a great grandchild had custody of, and he was well cared for. That was getting school, preschool, learn things, he was getting a good life.
Linda had taken custody of the 4-year-old, but her granddaughter hit some hard times.
Me and my son went to live in a foster home. And then my grandma got a hold of us there and said, well, would you like to come live with us? And that's what we did. I decided to get married. And we did. And so then I moved out. And she was keeping him long enough for us, myself and my husband, to get our things together. Being a young couple and everything.
Linda and Jack treated the boy like a son.
Jack and Linda had a great marriage. I know that they had been watching their 4-year-old grandchild so much and then built an even offer friends.
Family members are interviewed. Jack's sons, 25-year-old Greg and 28-year-old Travis.
The focus was more on Travis because people were telling us that Travis and Jack did not get along. There had been a falling out or an argument between them.
Travis and his mom didn't go there to Jack.
Detectives questioned Travis. He says he was out of town at the time of the murders. After confirming his whereabouts, police cleared Travis as a suspect. He was not involved. Granddaughter, the mother of the 4-year-old, is stunned.
I just didn't think it was real. When they told me that my son had actually found them and all that, I couldn't believe it. It really breaks my heart. If you would have just seen his little face, he was crushed. He loved them dearly.
Police worry about the boy's safety.
We saw the blood transfer in his room. We had reason to believe that the murderer must have walked upstairs and entered the child's room.
If the boy saw the killer, his life could be in danger. As a precaution, the 4-year-old is taken into protective custody.
I didn't want anybody talking to him, and it was heartbreaking, even to your 4-year-old son after he saw something as horrible as he had to see.
Counselors gently question the boy about what he saw.
This whole house set up, and they asked him to pretty much go around what happened, what you do. So we put all in the bedroom and put him on the side of the bed as we found him. And even had the furniture arranged pretty much like his bedroom was. And he said, here comes the green dragon. And then, he's getting closer. Close your eyes. And so he closed his eyes in order to be able to make it through and survive.
The boy's description is surprisingly vivid and detailed.
I think he was telling us that the killer would have been mixed up to a 4-year-old like a dragon.
Investigators researched Jack and Linda Myers' action style, the 12-gauge gun, part of a shot shell, a shoe print casting, and the Myers bedding are all sent to the lab for examination. And there's a dramatic description of a green dragon.
At that point, there's no other suspects. Generally, like in most homicides, it's usually someone who knows you, that kills you. So you first start looking at family and friends.
Then a break. A family member points a finger in a surprising direction. Linda's granddaughter tells police she suspects her son's father.
The first thing I said was my son's father. I just thought, maybe he wanted him so bad that he did it.
Could the 4-year-old's dad have killed to regain custody?
Since 1904, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children has assisted in locating more than 200,000 missing children. Every case has its own unique challenges. Sometimes the case remains unsolved for many years. That doesn't make it less important to the families, law enforcement, or the National Center. Missing children are never forgotten. The center is available 24 hours a day to ensure these children are physically located and returned to their families.
What's going on? Yeah. All right. You guys ready for that big race? Here we go. All right. Name and age. Stuff right there. All right. I verified them. Clearly very physical for the flu. That's why I'm running the test. And I acknowledge that running the race is potentially hazardous and could cause death. Translation. Is your life insurance paid up? Oh, I'll be right back.
Are you having second thoughts? No. They have to see. I don't have life insurance. What if something did happen? The children can't say that's why you have life insurance. I hear you. Jen and I put it on for a while too, but then we found a good plan. Here, check it out. Transamerica. They offer great term policies for people like us. For right now, with the kids in the house and the mortgage. Exactly. $250,000 in coverage costs me about $16 a month. That's a lot. Check out the figure payment tool on the site. See? You can play around with how much you want to pay. Cool. That's sweet.
Let's do this. Have you been putting off life insurance?
Now you don't have to. Learn more about term life coverage from Transamerica Life Insurance Company. You choose just the coverage you need. 100,000, 500,000, or higher for just the years you need. Call the toll-free number to speak to a representative or visit the website for more information on what Transamerica can offer you. We'll help your family maintain their lifestyle today and in the future. Best of all, it fits your budget. $250,000 of coverage as low as $16 a month. So whether you're just married, starting a family, or already looking ahead, the time for life insurance is now. Call or click today. Call 1-888-877-2906 or visit AmericaProtect.com for more information. 1-888-877-2906. Call now.
I'm Paige. I have 2 kids, and we're a family.
finding clothes that are different and unique. Zulily helps with that. When they really like something, they actually take the phone to me to through the app themselves. I love going to Zulily every day because there's so many different brands and of course the great prices. It's all right there on Zulily.
Discover unique items for any style at up to 70% off. Shop Zulily.com today.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my options? How will this affect my loved one? You need answers why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have been mesothelioma.
Free at 1-800-500-1105 or only.com.
There's no obligation, so call toll free at 1-800-500-1105.
When we launched the Justice Network in January with a commitment to make communities safer, we hope that viewers just like you might call in the tip that we need to find a missing child or capture a most wanted fugitive. That commitment is getting results. Viewers have called in information that has led to the safe recovery of a child and the apprehension of dangerous fugitives. So thank you for your help. Thank you for watching the Justice Network.
Dark County's the perfect small community, it's not odd to see a horse in Queen Salem is green. Shocked to believe that something this sort of could happen here. You think that those kind of crimes happen in big cities somehow, Dark County.
It was a big story. The neighbors were fearful because two people found murdered in a bedroom in a farmhouse off the road in a rural area. They were concerned.
Jim and the Myers were well known. They owned a popular market and pizzeria in nearby Shelby County.
They were nice people, friendly. They had a good business in Houston, and people were shocked.
Chad seemed to be very well liked by the people he worked with. He had a select group of friends that seemed to like him very well.
I think everybody pretty well liked him. If somebody needed help, they'd give them credit, to get anything that they needed from the store. They were just good people.
With both in a second marriage, Jack and Linda had a large blended family. Jack had two sons, Travis and Greg, from his first marriage. Linda had 3 daughters from her first marriage. Linda's granddaughter, Amber, was the mother of the 4-year-old who discovered the bodies.
They were good for each other, he already had his kids raised and she had hers raised.
They did little things, like one time for Christmas, Jack did a treasure hunt for my mom. Hid gifts all over through the house. They had a very good relationship.
To my son, they were everything. Jack was his best friend. Jack had no blue Ford chopping him to get it and, do donuts in the field and, just guy things.
But there was someone who might have held a grudge.
They had custody of a 4-year-old great grandson and actually people that happened in that situation. And that there could have been some threats directed to the Myers as a result of that.
The Myers became legal guardians when they realized Amber was incapable of caring for him.
One person may have had a problem, and that would be Andrew. Andrew was the biological father of the 4-year-old child. We had received reports that he had actually become involved at the pizza store argument.
And Boyd's mother also think Andrew might be the killer.
Just because maybe, he wanted him so bad he didn't get to see him or whatever. But I thought that, maybe he did. So I told the detectives and all the information that I had.
I'm thinking that somebody who entered this premises and committed this murder the way they did definitely has a personal issue. So I'm going to try to start to clear or focus on the family.
Andrew does have an alibi, but police can't confirm it. Detectives drive to Kentucky to interview him.
Andrew is cooperative. We're able to get more cooperation from his employer and do a better job establishing a timeline of his whereabouts that day. We started to put it together, and confusion was eliminated after we learned that he was unable to be in Dark County, Ohio, based on his place of work timeline there.
With their lone suspect cleared, investigators refocus on the crime scene. They're curious how about 11 vehicles scattered on the Myers farm.
We learned that he is engaging in this business of repairing cars and holding the note and title and stuff, and suing friends and family members by they paid this to him.
He's kind of like his own bank, keeping his loans out, cars, work on cars for people. There could always be somebody out there to have a grudge, a bad business deal or something like that.
Potentially, every person who's registered vehicles on the premises could become a suspect in the case. Maybe somebody who's angry with Jack because he's repoed the car because he didn't get painted or something of that nature.
Then, a neighbor calls. She reports seeing a minivan leaving the Myers farm at the time of the murders.
She came back to the investigators and said, you may want to know this, I drove by the house about 4:40 this morning on my way to work in Greenville, and I noticed something very unusual. There was a van coming down the lane out of that driveway where the Myers live, and that's never happened before.
Where's that van and what's the license number? And, we got a description that fits 50 other vehicles out on the road.
As detectives track down the minivan, lab results provide new information about the shotgun shells used in the murders.
The Miami Valley Regional Crime Lab has told us that we need to be looking at federal grade ammunition. They recovered slugs from the bodies of both victims.
Detectives begin canvassing local gun shops. Then, out of the blue, a man calls the sheriff's office and claims to know who pulled the trigger.
I was been praying. You're nervous as can be.
The U.S. Marshals have asked for your help in finding this fugitive. Corey Deshawn Gaston is wanted for the kidnap and rape of a 10-year-old girl. Last seen in Detroit, Michigan. This predator has been on the run since February 2008. He has ties to Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio, and California. If you have any information about Gaston, please make that call. 1-800-336-0102.
I have been a proactive customer for almost 10 years, and it still amazes me that people just that stuff really work. Hi, I'm Julia. What's the first thing people say after trying proactive? Wow, I really wish I tried it. That's because proactive is so easy and works so well. You're struggling with breakouts. You just want to catch it over and done. And the sooner you try proactive, the sooner you can be.
Proactive is the #1 acne brand. It works for men and women of all ages, skin types, and ethnicities.
I should have tried Proactive first, then I would have been happy a long time ago. I wish I had tried Proactive sooner because it wasn't until Proactive that I really started seeing results. My skin is phenomenal now.
And now's the best time to get it because you order Proactive in the next 10 minutes, we'll route you to our new Deluxe TV offer for free. You'll get our Purifying Mask for instant deep pore relief, plus our customer favorite Blackhead Dissolving Gel. Our Poppy Blackhead. This miracle helps dissolve.
I just wish I could tell people be proactive, leave, you rest so you can focus on things that you love doing.
Still not sure? Act fast and we're throwing our ultra-rich green tea moisturizer as a free extra, plus free shipping. Call 1-800-418-7151.
So take a moment right now to decide one thing. Are you ready for clear skin?
And hurry. Get over while there's still time. Proactive plus 3 premium gifts, all for just $19.95. Ask about how you can get it all overnight with new Proactive Next Day. That number again is 1-800-418-7151.
Clear skin starts with you. Call now.
Driving without car insurance? Sooner or later, your luck will run out.
Someone will ask for proof of insurance, and if you don't have it, it'll cost you a hefty fine, your license, your car, even jail time. Why chance? As little as $20 down gets you covered with good auto insurance. Go online and get a free rate quote in less than a minute. Or give us a call. Like our price, get proof of insurance on the phone. Find your speed vehicle the minute. Me, and pay as you go with your free installments. If you're driving without car insurance, you can keep your favorite cars and pull it back. Or put them to better use by visiting goodtogo.com or picking up the phone. Call 1-800-890-4433 or visit goodtogo.com for a free rate quote now. That's 1-800-890-4433. There's no obligation. 1-800-890-4433.
2 days after the murders, a Mankato County Sheriff's Office claiming to know who killed Jack and Linda Myers.
I received a call from the neighbor and friend of Greg Myers. Greg Myers is the son of the deceased Jack Myers. He says they have got information. Greg came to me a couple of days before the homicide. Says I'm looking to buy a gun. He had one to sell. We're going to register.
Kids are suspicious of the neighbor's story.
He has a whisper, and he has an indication. So we certainly do the credible. And one of the things that we do, we want to rock on records because he reports the way this patient arrives at him is through a telephone call.
Telephone records do show the two men spoke just days before the murder. But Myers and his neighbor are friends. By itself, the call proves nothing. Still, detectives asked Greg Myers to come in for questioning.
When Greg first came into the interview room, he acted like he was down or upset. This traffic it's nothing to be upset on. His first question was he asked his brother prime suspect in this case. Our brother prime suspect is through from the police beyond that's what but he's a primary suspect through the interview. He thinks he's not getting proof. Has one put in mind that he's on that. It's like he's trying to throw us off or provide us information and try to make us think of other people as suspects.
Greg even said in our initial interview, you want me to come in and take a lie detector? I'll come in and I'll do that. So he almost invited you to go on and look for somebody else.
When asked for an alibi, Greg told detectives he was at work at the time of the murders.
He was adamant that he remembered specifically he'd arrived at work at 5:15 in the morning, and he clocked in at precisely 5:23, and he emphasized it more than once.
While Greg is questioned, his fiancée, Jennifer, waits outside.
They took Greg back first, and he was back there for at least 4 or 5 hours. And his aunt and uncle were out in the hallway with me, and came back. It took so long. And the policeman came back to get me. It took me to a little interrogation room.
Investigators want to compare Jennifer's memory of the morning of the murder with Greg's story.
She reports to us, on the morning of the murders, Greg left a lot earlier for work than he normally does.
Greg had left that morning very early. I had woken up and tried to call him on my cell phone just to say, come back, Thought maybe he left early to keep me sleeping. And when he didn't answer, I assumed something was wrong with his cell phone.
That call gives us a time documentation. It makes her credible. She did exactly what she told us she did.
Detectives asked Greg Myers point blank, did he kill his father and stepmother?
We started interviews. I wouldn't have really easy on you. We worked through things. But your nervousness could be seen. How do you feel right now knowing that you've been a bit more and hurt? Hurt in what way?
Hurt very much. Make you alone. But you know what you do. Take it all. And you know you're going to do some stuff. You're trying to be as honest.
And right now, thank you. I really don't. And there's things that we cover and we know there's a problem there. We know there's a good you had to get to your dad. You don't want to speak to your dad. There's times where
he never actually denies going or admits to go.
He doesn't go to jail. You know, you guys are talking directly towards me. Did I say that? Just while you're talking to me.
He never became angry with detectives. Hey, if a detective was sitting across the table from me and I did not kill my parents or my father and stepmother, and they were accusing me of doing this, I would be very angry asking you, you're looking at the wrong guy. You need to find the right guy. That thing about the investigator, because if you suggest that somebody may be involved in the murder of their own father and stepmother, you would expect if they're innocent, there's going to be some kind of reaction, an emotional burst that, no, I didn't do it. How could you expect that I would do this to my own father? And so they were surprised by the unemotional response that they got from Greg.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see. Strain on your life and your wallet. You miss precious moments. You're living life to its fullest.
It is wearing either glasses or contacts.
The LASIK Vision Institute could be what you've been searching for. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye, and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our nationwide network of LASIK surgery centers offers comprehensive, reliable, and affordable vision services.
LASIK Institute, give me a gift, and the gift of sight.
Better vision can be both safe and easy with the LASIK Vision Institute. Our simple 3-step process begins with a pre-evaluation, followed by an extensive pre-operative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery.
The staff was always very thorough with answering questions and making me feel comfortable.
Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon choose the LASIK option that works best for you. On average, your LASIK surgery should be complete in just 15 minutes. The majority of patients return back to most activities, including work, the following day.
A couple eye drops in each eye, and within a couple minutes, it was all done.
I was amazed that I was in and out in 5 minutes.
So call now to talk to LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your re-evaluation. That's a $100 value. Free.
I am very grateful to the LASIK Vision Institute for changing my life.
Thank you, LASIK Vision Institute.
Call LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy your life. Call 1-800-319-6184. 1-800-319-6184. That's 1-800-319-6184.
This is Peloton, the indoor cycling experience designed to happen in your home. Only Peloton allows you to take live on-demand studio cycling classes without having to go ride live with some of the best studio cycling instructors in the country. Ride flexibly with thousands of on-demand rides. Ride connected alongside riders from all around the world. This is fitness of all. This is Peloton.
Greg Myers becomes the prime suspect.
He really turned out to be the last thing that would do something like this. Had a very small circle of friends. His fiancée, his closest to. There was nothing there to suggest that there was this strong desire or hate to kill his family.
Investigators get a warrant to search Greg's house. They're looking for something, shoes or clothing, that will link Greg to the scene of the crime.
Whenever we find anything inside the residence, any evidence rebound. There was a frustration not finding evidence. We had found some things like partial prints and stuff that I hope would turn out, but at that time it's not good evidence to say, yeah, we got it.
I was really shoes that he had worn at the crime scene. I was very discouraged when I didn't find any shoes at all in the residence.
It was very discouraging. We found a number of firearms that we recovered from his house, but not one of those firearms was a 12-gauge shotgun.
Detectives do, however, seize Greg's van.
The minivan description meets the description provided by the witness who sees a minivan coming down the drive.
After a thorough search, the minivan holds no concrete evidentiary value. Frustrated, investigators review their case. They have a brand of ammo, but no murder weapon, an informant with questionable motive, and a shoe print with no shoe. What detectives do know is that a young boy spotted something green in his bedroom, that Greg Myers owns a van similar to the one seen leaving the crime scene, and that he left home unusually early the morning of the murders.
He clocks in at 5:23. We know from the witness who's going to work in the morning at approximately 4:48. She sees his van. I take the drive from the Myers to his place of employment in Sydney, Ohio, and I made it in time.
Hoping to shock their suspect into a confession, detectives blindside Greg with a different line of questioning.
If I was talking to you, your dad was murdered, your dad was murdered, they say that. It's cold-blooded. This person did not have any report, nothing. Okay? I really think you know something about this. I really think you have knowledge. You do. You do. The question is why. I'm trying to figure that out. Why? What would drive you to do something? I'm asking you, Greg.